notebook going with notes too. Where the hell's that at?
Well, the biggest thing right now will probably be you might need a little bit of that for combat. You're gonna need dice.
Dice and all that I've got on tab real quick with boom D&D Beyond, which I can pull up on screen. Boom. Wait, why am I on here? Why is it showing that camera? What camera is this? Hello?
Camera extensions.
If you have too many cameras that you can't keep track of which one you're using in which angle, Rico, you might want to rethink your setup.
I do have 4 cameras. But
AC and HV, Benny?
Yes.
I'm not using all. I'm only using one of them.
Here.
Straight Edge Drums, thanks for the off-stream follow 17 days ago. Appreciate you.
Spectre, hi.
There it is. Arigatou gozaimasu.
Players.
I found my notebook. This might be... Wait, I missed one. Yeah. So I've got... My last notes were for 13. I missed 14. 15 I was sitting in a hotel for. So this should be 16.
Yeah. I need to put 2 videos up.
This gonna work.
Notes.
Missed 14. Hotel 15. This
How's it
is.
going, Matt?
Oh, all right. We didn't level last time or anything, right? I don't
Yeah.
have any notes or anything.
No.
What level is everybody?
I don't like the term walk with dinosaurs because that means we're probably going to be dealing with dinosaurs. I don't know if I'm ready for that.
Yeah, he's been bragging about it for a while now.
Did he buy dinosaur minis? Is that what we're doing?
Probably.
I'm level 7 with 54 hit points. Armor class is 18.
Okay. Matt, what do you have? Your armor class 17, right?
Yes. Let me just double check that.
I have all hit points.
52 hit points. But things are running slow today. Let's see.
Jay, can you also give me your current armor class and hit points as well too?
Yeah, we didn't level up, right?
No, but I have some.
Okay.
I've had to try to find old files and try to get them up to where I need to.
All right. Hit points are 54 and armor class is 14. If I use major armor, it's 17.
Okay.
And I'm the same. 52 hit points and armor class 17 with the mage armor and our ring. Yeah.
Yeah.
So all I need now is Louis, and we'll be good to go.
Hey, fat thumbs type. Walk with dinosaurs. Twitch.tv.
Okay, I'm gonna try to go through this pretty well. I hope combat's not too crazy. There'll be a little bit of this and that. May not be a super long session. because as Jake knows, we already had a session.
Yep.
Jake's been on Zoom almost all day now.
I am totally okay with that because again, I've got to finish packing and get to bed early because I'm driving and flying out tomorrow morning.
Cool.
Put that on the Spectre Studios Facebook page. There we go. All right, we're live. Say hello, everybody.
Hello. Oh, I should change my name back to the DM going on.
Oh, if when Spirit Halloween opens up here in town, I'm gonna see if they have the Dungeon Master costume. I'm gonna buy it and send it to you. Probably have to wear it for the
I
next
keep
session.
seeing that on Facebook. To be honest, I'm tempted. I'm very tempted.
Just you got to do it for the October session. You got to do it.
If you send it, I
I
will do
really
it.
like this.
Does everybody
Shut up.
have to dress up as their class?
That would be splendid if we all.
That
did
would actually be pretty cool. If we did like a Halloween
what?
session, we all dressed up as our class.
Be hard to make me look like a woman.
It can be
Remarkably
done.
difficult. Remarkably difficult.
Yeah, but those are the best ones. Those are the funniest ones.
If you pull it off,
Stan pulled it
there's
off
an
with
Academy
the
Award.
fingertips in front of the mustache the whole time. So yeah.
Just
You
practice
gotta-
your
Well, no.
computer.
You have to kind of do one of these to hide the beard, or wear a veil. You wear a mask. It's COVID season still.
Yeah, a little like.
You can't handle the truth.
I'd like to give everyone a level if we all do this.
Spread the love, or spread the happiness and love. Thank you for the host, buddy. How's it going?
Although Rico might
Appreciate you.
well, he's not bare chested. He's not the classic barbarian.
No, I'm not getting bare
You just
chested on
need-
stream. That's against TOS.
He needs the
Don't
horn
need-
helmet and like
I don't need
a
these
fur vest.
being flashed on.
Wait, can I
Amen.
get you banned right now? Like,
Okay, Lee, I need your updated armor class and hit points. I have an old sheet here, so.
Oh, sorry. Hang on one second.
We'll type it up and then.
Yeah.
Okay, while everyone else is here, I'm going to hit this. All right. So that will help you see this, I hope.
I see a thing.
These are the peeps.
It's a waterfall going on in the forest, but that's okay.
Yeah, a little effect going on, but we do have water, so it's definitely going.
Yeah.
We have Aleski there. This one will be that's Pepper. There's a couple of the NPCs are not really labeled, but she has a lighter base. HK back there with a deep purple. You can see a little bit more better at that point. I have you in green using a deep mint there. Jew, there's the classic Asian yellow, and I can make fun of this because I'm also with him. And then the red for Firebrand, which is easy to see. And then our two NPCs in the back, Ubin, no color base, and also Vivian, also. Our two shadowy type of people are in black base backgrounds.
Well, the good news is there's no dinosaurs on the board yet, so that's a positive start.
Correct. And you're on a road, so that's the good news from there. Okay, 67 hit points. Saved.
Is that a white car, Lee? I take it.
Actually, it's toasted marshmallows, the actual official color of Chevy.
Is it really?
And so I've named my car Stay Puff.
I named my car Jarvis because I went overboard and got all the bells and whistles when I bought it. All the fancy buttons and lights.
Mine is the smallest Chevy they make. It's the Chevy Spark. But
Is it
So
one of
you're
those
saying that's
cars
even
that-
smaller than your Chevy Geo?
they're comparable. I think I've got better trunk space just because it's got kind of like an SUV style back end, but they're comparable. I actually think I have less physical cockpit room in the Spark.
Is it one of those cars that I look at and go, how do people get in and out of those?
It is one of those. But with my commute, it makes fantastic gas mileage. I can get five trips to and from work. So
There you
Did
go.
they change the look of Zoom? I noticed for up and down columns on my screen. Before we were kind of
On
I
the
think
phone,
it
it's the
depends-
same.
it depends on whether you're stretched or compressed on your viewing window.
Oh, okay.
I think they do have. They go through some changes, upgrades, and stuff like that. All right. Well, welcome everybody. If you guys remember, you guys have just left Kylos, one of the capital cities of the Hawkins dynasty. You are making your way to Forstad, a familiar city that HK has hailed from his past, to basically get entrance into into the underground that will lead to the Drow civilization, which will be Ubin's family, to stop a ritual that you probably assume has already taken place, but you're now looking to steal the gem for control. That has been the play to make sure that the goddess can no longer be summoned, or who does. The control factor is definitely limited to who can do so or whatever. So you're still working with a lot of those assumptions heading in. You guys kind of saw a quick little marching order marching through because you did that in the past. Is there anything you guys particularly want to, because you're basically leaving the city, so you're on the road. It'll be heading to the river part where there'll be a ferry that'll get you across that leads you into the area where the landmass that basically will lead into Forest Town. No? Okay.
No, I'm good.
Oh,
I'm,
yeah,
I'm
we-
ready to get to where we're going and throw down.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember the last. This is the one where there were reports of like flying dinosaurs and stuff and raptors or something.
Yeah. There's definitely dinosaur rumors because I've already told you I've named this episode Walking with Dinosaurs. So that's why they told you not to fly,
Yeah.
because you might be swallowed or anything of that sort of thing. So this is definitely dangerous ground. Not many people will head into this place. But you guys you need to get to Forstad. That was your mission plan. This is the best way to do it. For those
Not named Jurassic Park, so I guess we have a chance.
I usually make HK fly, and good luck eating him. Talk about indigestion.
Yep.
I
But he-
guarantee I will give it heartburn.
Something. No, I guess we'll just keep out on the lookout as we go and stay in the ready.
Okay. You will basically get to the ferry. It's a pretty simple situation. It's basically a boat, smaller boat, carries about 20 people that can just basically sail back and forth from the location of each side, and it takes a good hour, just because it's a slow moving vessel, but it just makes sure it's not taken in by the water flow moving across. So you guys sail across, get across. You will hit landfall. They'll say the road's pretty much you can follow for a little while. Gets a little rough here and there, but there is a path that will lead to Forstad from there. So you guys won't really get lost, but just be careful being on the road.
As long as I'm not leading, we will not get lost.
You're not leading. Okay. Anything else? Now that so it's basically I'm gonna put you an hour in of walking. Pretty simple enough. You guys are a few days away from Forstad. It's going to take at least 2 to get there. Is there anything you want to specifically do on this road? There are no guard patrols or anything like that. It's you guys on this road. It is not Jurassic Park, so there are no barriers. Dinosaurs can walk through. It would be assumed they can just walk right through or whatever.
Obviously, we'll try to walk the path that's provided, but I would recommend we try to keep where there's some kind of canopy. That should prevent things from coming down at us from the sky.
Swooping.
Well, You can do most of it, but again, you're on a road now, so if something decides to fly over and wants a snack off the road, you guys are prime opportunity unless you guys want to get off the road.
Well, before we left the city, I mean, was there any kind of tips, tricks, hints, cheat codes on how people travel this route? I mean,
You didn't stop at a tavern to ask. You guys, well,
I got a tip
Fire
from
went to Academy and got some information, but that was the only thing you guys did. You guys kind of were like, we're off and going.
right,
one
but
tip
the
from the
guards at the
homeless
gate didn't
guy.
say make sure you've got your spiked helmets on, or
It's a city. They're not bothered by everybody that comes in and out.
They just
Making
told
sure
us,
they're safe.
They just told us the direction was up, up, and then you go down, down, and then you go left, left, and then you go right, right.
No. Yeah, and, well, they're also ferrying out. You guys are way more competent looking to them, so they're not assholes enough to give you advice to somebody who could kick their ass with your fingers. So they were just like, you guys know what you're doing. You guys definitely want to go there. So they assume that you know what you're doing, not what they would assume that you could help you do what you need to do against these guys.
So is there any traffic on the road?
No. The traffic that kind of did get off at 30 minutes in kind of went either up or down the river to do like fishing activities of that, but no one really wants to go. Not many people go to Forstead. You will pick up enough rumors of that is very, very rare. So, and if that would be the case, it wouldn't be a bunch of people doing it at the same time. It's usually a dedicated caravan of well-armed protection doing that.
So really, we're trendsetters, and we're going to set the bar, so to speak. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna go just kind of walk next to Ubin for a little while, talk to him.
Yeah.
Oh. Hey, Ubin, we're getting closer to your homeland. Seems that our time together from the arrangements we made may be coming to a close, in a relatively near future.
It just seems like the likely conclusion.
It's been nice having you around. You're good. You turned out to be a pretty good companion on the road, and in the adventures we've had.
I have had my experience does yield well to protecting in your service.
Yeah, it's been kind of nice seeing you, experience the things up on the surface world that we might take for granted a little bit. It seems like you've enjoyed your time up here. You kind of like it.
You have given me enlightened view of things. Yes.
Good. If you decide you want to hang around longer, there might be a space for you.
Well, apparently it will see exactly how you deal with my family. That will determine that.
It is going to be challenging, I'm sure. You have any tips for how we should go about things?
Don't get caught by my mother. That's all I know for sure. Because if you do, you will wish you had died.
Oof. As somebody who has died, that doesn't sound fun.
They'll hit you with that chincala.
You have been.
Did it once, don't plan on doing it again, so gonna have to keep an eye out for her. What is she? Can you describe her to me?
My mother is very lovely. She's definitely one of the blessed of the Spider Queen. But she is also an intimidating presence to be around. I have never seen someone who can command such powerful priestesses of other houses, wizards, fighting men, other races like the Dwagar, even respect from the mind flayers like my mother can.
So there's definitely going to be some other races under her sway that we might encounter.
Oh, our society of drow use many of other races. Orcs, kobolds, goblins, ogres. They're easy to conquer and force into servitude. And many of the surface races form other bands that we can put together in terms of a militia. In
Well, it will
Chesapeake,
be
they make great pawns, which the drow fighting technique is very favorable to using.
sounds like it's going to be very challenging.
Yes,
Well,
I would say that you must learn
Polar
to
Knights. That's
manage
hilarious.
those magical resources of yours,
Starts at the top left and
because
works
they're
its way
going to
down.
likely try to get you to expend them.
good to hold something in the reserve tank, so to speak.
That is the technique. Make you wear down until you will always never be fighting one of us at your strongest.
It might be a good tactic to make them think that I'm on empty. Well, I'm not really not. Seems that that's a very drow minded technique.
You will see it coming soon. But first we must make it there. The tales that I have
True.
heard the surface of these large beasts are not one to be trifled with.
I've never seen one myself, so hopefully we don't. They seem like a dangerous creature, so let's be on our guard.
Well, I have the rear guard with you back here now.
Oh, that must be comforting.
All right. Anybody else want to do anything while Valerian and Ubin are chatting it up in the back?
I will walk close to our female companion who has unnerved me so.
All right. That puts you next to, get you over there a little bit next to Vivian.
And
I'm gonna
You guys
stay close
drifted
by
back.
so I can hear this conversation too, because I'm still not.
You're not too far from there. You can see-
I would
Okay.
assume that I'm close by Vivian too. Is that true in terms of
Yeah,
the
you are
board there?
walking right in front of her. So Vivian is
Yeah.
there. You're walking in front. Jew is right in front of that. So both of you are actually in front of the prospective conversation.
Okay.
Okay, so HK, go ahead.
well, it's going to be a very staggered and stuttered and confused kind of conversation, so it'll sound very much like it's going to sound.
Okay.
So, what did you think about the boat trip?
The actual going across the ferry.
Yeah.
Not much. Not that. Great.
Me either.
So, what do you think about your guy taking off on you into the academy? Your wizard didn't seem like he wanted to be found.
I don't know. I'm very focused on the mission ahead and keeping those who are going on the mission safe.
You know, Vivian, this sounds like a very disjointed group to me.
That's what we witnessed. I was going to lead into the whole spat between, your group, Jew and Valerian, really ready to go against each other. I thought you guys played off when you first came to us. Like
we tried.
really,
We tried
really close. Then you'd be like this big protecting night guy of them all. But then all of a sudden, things were kind of got a little, you guys look like you're not as cool together as you were in Kylos.
Brothers
I
fight,
don't know what was going on.
but I wouldn't let them harm each other.
We're very cool.
You're busy talking to Ubin. This is your time with that. So this is the little group at the front and the middle now.
Brothers fight, and my job is to make sure it doesn't escalate.
Oh, So has this happened
Our
before?
strength is that we have differences of opinion. There are differences in tactics. Mine are superior, but there are differences. And I will clearly make sure that everyone is allowed to be heard.
Oh. Have you guys fought before?
We've fought many times.
Hmm.
So you guys don't really have a overall leader. You kind of like do your own. Everyone does their own thing, and then you everyone cries about it or gets pissy about someone's actions. That's how it kind of works.
We operated as equals, led by one for a very long time.
Oh.
After his passing, I don't think we've ever
Someday,
chosen
Fuller
a
Knight,
specific leader. We each have our areas of expertise and we tend to defer, but when those areas kind of cross, there can be challenges.
What's your area of
Interesting.
expertise?
Tactics,
To what?
battle tactics. When an enemy is present, determining who fights where, who protects whom, who should assault in which area, that would be me.
But not who the enemy is?
Determining who the enemy is,
Yes.
sometimes it's very obvious. When it's not, I defer to Aileron or Oleski.
Is that why you got that dark elf in the back from before?
We have him because it was the right thing to do.
Still, kind of seems like an enemy to me.
He surrendered. And it was the honorable thing to do to accept that surrender. He's held under terms as an honorable warrior. And when those terms come to an end, which will be soon, then the next time we meet, we would unfortunately have to meet as enemies.
Is that going to
Sometimes they say keep your friends close and enemies closer.
Will that hurt you guys' feelings that you guys have to possibly kill him after walking with him for so long?
I lament the fact that if he makes that decision, I may be forced to make a decision.
Oh.
I would hope that he chooses differently.
Maybe if you hugged him more, is that something that you could do?
I
You don't.
could-
Do you
I
feel?
could-
Do you feel sensation? Do you
Yeah.
feel that when I touch your arm?
Yes.
Are these
That look-
sensations?
By the look on his face, I'd say yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Is everything precision when you're thinking, or do you really think about, when you look at this party around you, do you say, wow, he would be a great neighbor. We should really build a house together.
I would gladly build a fortress with my brothers.
No, not a fortress, a house. Like, do you look at you and say, he would be a pretty good gardener to help me out while I take care of, the livestock or the animals?
He'd be a terrible gardener. He can't even find the woods most of the time.
Hey,
When he's in them.
it's better to be a warrior in a garden than a gardener in a warrior. So
Absolutely. And that's why we would make fantastic neighbors. In that regard, we are one in being of the same mind.
So are you thinking about settling down anytime soon? Or are you totally, committed to fighting till you die?
I'm committed to seeing right be done.
To win.
If that means there's a fight, then I will do that thing.
Win.
I would love to see a time where the need to do right does not include battle. That time is not near.
What will you do when you retire?
What is retire?
Not fighting anymore. Where you don't wake up and have to polish the sword or worry about if it's in good condition. You just let it sit over a mantle, look at a fireplace, go fishing maybe. Pet your cat. I don't know. What would you do?
I don't even like cats.
Well, that's good to know.
Do you like cats?
I definitely like cats.
I could be changed, I think.
Oh, okay. Well, do you like the fish? What do you do when you're not thinking about hurting people?
I mostly think about protecting people.
But that's involving some form of possibly hurting somebody else.
There was a time when it was, but I have largely focused on things like my shield and defending others. That doesn't necessarily mean hurting people. We fought Uben until the point where he was asked to. I asked him to stand down because I didn't want to hurt him.
Let's see. Would you go into politics?
So
I don't think I would be good at
my
politics.
brother Ben, the DM, is
But you're
actually
such
playing
commanding
a
with
female
tactics and strategy.
NPC
You know?
that
Politics to me sounds
Please.
more of
HK is.
people
Okay.
knowing what the right thing to do is, but if they can't get benefit for themselves, then they won't do that right thing, or they'll try to trick somebody else into doing it for them. I want no part of that foolishness.
So far, in every place you traveled, HK, what would you feel is most closest to say that you would love to make it your home? You were willing to defend people. Would you defend a place warm commonly to your heart?
Greenwood,
Okay. Why Greenwood?
their defense is substandard. Their guards are nice people, but they need training, and I could do that.
And Alarin was once the mayor. He got
Interesting.
connections.
Different time, literally.
And
Literally.
I was rather taken by some of the infused oils they had there. I thought they were unique.
You're into oils.
Yes. Do you like oils?
Not particularly. I've never really thought much about it.
Oh,
I'm into art, money, gems, especially gems, rings. I love jewelry.
The thing with oils is they evoke images. Like if I smell an oil, I think of the place where it came from. I think of the people that I purchased it from or that gave it to me.
I see.
And it's a good gift. You can give it to people of the highest order and the lowest order. And there's always something they can do with it. They can cook with it. They can take care of their weapons with it. They can do different things with it. It is a universal solvent.
Oh, that's an interesting way of looking into all those things.
Hashtag
I'll think
ad
more
for
about
non-living oils, essential oils.
Okay. Aleski, you were up there with Pepper. Is there anything you wish to particularly do?
No, I think as far as coordinating with Pepper in the travel, but we've really got to kind of be quiet to keep an eye on the dangers of the road, so to speak. I mean, I am focused on doing my work and my job next to her versus small talk with her.
Okay.
But conferring with her when I may spot or think I hear something, getting her opinion, that kind of thing. But at this point, we're on the job, so to speak.
Well, you're definitely your perception is on focus, but the hearing thing is a little difficult with all the chattering behind you.
Well,
Basically,
I'm not going to tell them to be quiet or anything. But I mean, as far as this is not the time for small talk, I guess is what I would be thinking. If I'm talking with Pepper, it's we've got a bend in the path coming up. We've got such and such over here. I think I spotted movement. Do you see anything? Professional interaction at this point.
Okay. So by doing that, you guys will be about an hour or so in. I will need you, Aleski, to make a perception check, please. And I will give you advantage.
Comes
Good,
that
'cause I
early
got nothing
natural
else.
20. The non-combat nat 20.
Always.
First roll was a 7, but the second roll is a natural 20.
There we go. There is a
Astronomist.
definitely off to your left,
Chipmunk.
very large, crashing type of sound. You definitely hear like a large beast walking, and it does sound like it's coming towards you guys.
I'm carrying a cup of water. What happens to it?
You do not get the dress.
I guess I would ask, like on the sense motive side of things, when you say walking, is it like a steady pacing, or is it the start and stop of a predator tracking, like what like a cat does? You see them kind of walk a couple of steps, stop, get a perspective. Am I hearing kind of a constant walking, or is this an on and off kind of thing?
Constant walking.
Okay, then I would certainly, not really panicking at this point, but I would certainly absolutely make Pepper aware, and then kind of we need to pass that information down the line.
Okay.
In a quiet way, I'll let Pepper know I'm going to fall back and let the person behind us know that there's some large creature in the in the forest over there.
All right, that information is passed to Jew and Alec.
So some large creature, not running, is in the woods over there. I'm keeping it quiet. I'll move back to the front.
Does it seem like it's trailing us and tracking us, or just passing by? No?
Coming towards us, but at kind of a steady walk through the brush.
And spear, +1 spear.
I draw sword. I think we should probably move off of the trail and see if this thing passes by. If it's a docile beast and just happens to be crossing our path.
Yeah, let's just try to lay low as much as we can, and then if we have to, we have to.
Yeah.
I'd probably take some kind of like stealth position as much as I can.
Roll hide.
Oh god, I thought that was the size of the dinosaur for a second. I was like, oh shit. Oh, look at that thing.
All right, this is what comes across. Is walking across. What do you guys want to do?
It's just an ankylosaurus. Doesn't eat meat.
Neither do hippos, dude.
Good point.
I mean, is it looking in like, it doesn't seem to be looking in our direction? Is it at all focused on us?
It may have picked up that you're kind of over there, but it doesn't. You're kind of getting the impression out of Firebrand that indeed it's definitely not interested in eating here or bothering you. You guys are kind of like small animals in its way, so he doesn't really give. It doesn't seem like it gives two rats about what you guys are up to. He's kind of walking across.
Yeah, HK is going to move to the front of the column and stand.
Well, let's not get any closer, HK.
Yeah.
Not trying to get closer. I'm just trying to be in a defensive position.
Okay.
It's cool.
Okay, so he's
everyone just hold.
No.
You can go your own way. I sing to it as it leaves.
No, you'll just draw its attention. Alec, stop it.
But it soothes the savage beast.
Yeah, Walking with Dinosaurs, the name of an old group. Would they sing that one song?
And it's Fleetwoods. I can do the harmonies. It's good.
Yeah, let's do it.
No, you gotta sing. You gotta sing. Go. Walk out the door. Don't turn around now.
You're not welcome anymore.
Who knew a dinosaur
most
could
of
bring
that,
out
yeah.
all the harmony in our group?
That's
I
why I'm
think
here-
everyone-
That's why
so
I'm here to be a
everyone
bard,
knew
man.
While you guys
So
are
is
kind of watching,
Walking with Dinosaurs the name of our new boy band?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
two little creatures just jump up in the back. You are bitten for a first time firebrand for 5 points,
Oh,
then 6 points,
Ah.
and then another 3.
Ah.
So
Oh.
you apply for 3.
Wait, I
You
got
get
bit all
14
those
total.
times?
You got hit 3 times. You take
How
14,
much?
14 total.
Jesus.
2 velociraptors
Bullshit.
kind of pop up, and they're trying to grab you and drag you off, but they didn't do enough damage to successfully do that. Now I need everyone to roll initiative. Please post it in the chat.
a 7. Ooh.
Not bueno.
That's with a
Ew.
+2. Ugh.
Oof.
I was distracted by the singing.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what they all say.
No, literally. I mean, how many times have I been hoaxed by a bard in this campaign?
Fair enough.
Lead, have you rolled yours? Did you post yours? Not seeing it.
I did. Suffice it to say, I'm sure I'm last.
What did you roll? I got.
You must have posted it privately. It didn't show up public.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You sent it to Rico, maybe. Or
No, I sent it to you.
Not me.
Okay, thank you. All right. So, Alec, you are the first to act.
Oh, go me. So how many little doodads do we got? 3, you said?
Well, the dinosaur is still kind of walking past, and then there's 2 raptors that just jumped firebrand. You are up here.
I'm sorry, can you point at me one more time?
You're green.
Green. Yep. Okay, I see him. All right.
You can take my glasses off my shade.
So 30-foot cone from where I am, I'm going to cast fear.
Do you want to get people out, your own party members out of the way, or do you want to hit them with fear too? So you're going to move over here? Fear?
I'm only going to get one of them. It's only against one of them.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
What's the wisdom save, or?
It is a wisdom save.
What's the DC?
18.
Ooh, okay. So you believe you have put an effect on him.
Okay.
All right. Is that it?
Let me really quick. Who got hurt?
Firebrand.
Me. Firebrand.
Okay. I'm actually going to throw a bardic inspiration on Alaran instead of healing right now. So add a d6 to a d20 roll whenever you want.
Okay.
Are you at the level where it goes towards damage too, or just, or it's
No,
a D6 that
actually,
you must not be?
It's a d8. It's actually a d8.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
But yeah, it's not towards damage yet, I don't think. I'll take a look really quick, but unless I say otherwise.
All right, Alarian, a firebrand is you.
All right, then dinosaur, they just took a bite out of me. I'm gonna say fuego and cast firebolts at it.
Okay.
I'll stretch my hand. Fuego.
It'll be
Ooh,
a
18.
attack.
son of a bitch. Oh, it's even higher.
Nice.
So 19 plus 8, 27.
You hit.
Hope so.
16 damage.
All right, you kill the other one. It is dead.
Oh,
Fucker.
Anything else?
No.
Oleski.
What do I know about what's going on? I mean, we're kind of at the front of the column versus the back of the column.
Ankylosaurus is walking away. Then all of a sudden, there's two raptors that jump the back. There's been a spell effect on both. One just seems to be frightened. The other has been blasted and dropped dead. You are right there in blue. So that's what you see right there.
So the raptors are a known threat then.
Oh yeah, Alarian is bleeding. Firebrand is bleeding. He got bitten and attacked by the two of them.
Well, there's a whole lot of us between us, or me and them. So I will cast a healing spell on Alarian, or Firebrand, I should say. Excuse me. Let's see here. Oh no, I don't have the distance healing spell. So I will. Jeez. Well, I do have my D6s. I will use as a bonus action 2d6 of healing on Firebrand.
Okay. So how much do you heal?
So 11 on the die. I don't think I add anything to that. So 11 healing, and
Okay.
I will cast a Sacred Radiance on the raptor that is left. Let's see here. So that is Dex save DC 14.
Okay. And he passes.
So no damage.
All right. That will give us to the raptor. So he will. This one will run. So
Mischief. Redeeming.
Firebrand, you have an attack
I forgot I had channel points turned on.
So it has to be a melee attack.
Oh boy, I don't know if I remember how to do those. Oh shit, a 19 on the dice, so 21.
That's a hit.
Exercise while D&D.
Apparently, he has some recollection.
D6. Yeah. Although that one time in the city, I did in Fangsport, I did pretty good thumping people, but it's only 5 damage.
Quite
Didn't hit him very hard.
He's bleeding very bad. You hit him pretty badly in the chunk as it flees and takes off. All right. All right, Jew, you are attacked as another one comes from here. It bites you.
Man, I was just about to say I didn't get a chance to do anything.
You take 6 damage. There you go. That's what you do for thinking.
60.
That's what you get for thinking.
Oh, wow.
Stay in your comfort zone.
Right. Barbarians don't think.
That'll learn you.
Right. Come back a little bit.
Oh, the blue one.
Three more raptors pop up from the front. And another one attacking Ubin on the side. These ones do not seem to have made any purchase for all the ones that appeared, just on Jew. Because karma's a bitch. And Jew, it is your turn.
I am going to get pissed and destroy this thing.
Okay.
So
He's not-
I am. What's
Not
that?
actually over water. The raptor's not actually over water. It's the background. We'll stop that for a
Yeah,
second.
yeah. That's fine. I'm gonna rage, and I'm gonna attack at this with my great sword.
Okay.
First swing, 17.
Hit.
2d4. What is it? 2d6 plus 4. 11 damage.
Dead.
Wait, and then rage does. Oh, never mind.
It only had 10 hit points. It's dead. So you can now you have another attack, I believe.
Two.
You can make a move next to HK and make an attack from there.
I will do that. Move to the
Or
second
actually,
one.
you can do that. Or you can flip around to the one on Pepper and make that attack there.
My screen. Good God, clicking too many buttons. Yeah, HK
can be either
can
or.
handle him. Yeah, HK can handle himself, so I'll move over to help Pepper.
Okay.
So second swing on that one. Ooh, natural 20, so a 27.
Holy Lord, that's definitely it.
And that's 16 damage. Plus
You cut the blue one's head clean off.
Yay!
All right.
I
Think you are
killed
done?
2!
All right. HK.
I'm gonna shield and put one an attempt to put it on the ground,
Okay.
and that's just an action because that's a shove. So it gets a hang on one second. Shield master. So does it? Nope, hang on. I gotta figure out how to do that. I think that's
At the end of the action? For sure.
it is actually my bonus action, which is to shove it and put it to try to shove it, and that would be a strength DC.
Yep. You add your strength, add your athletic modifier.
Okay. So basically, I just roll my athletics.
Yep.
15.
Okay, you plow into it, but it seems to take one of those little arms of his and grab the sides of your shield and snapping over the top of it and does not fall down.
All right. Then I stab it with my spear as my attack action.
Okay, roll.
17.
That hits him.
For 7.
It is very wounded.
Second attack. 18.
Hit.
And that will be a 12.
That will definitely kill it. You hit it in the heart and it dies on the end of your shield. All right, goes back up to Alec. There is just the one on the back in there.
Can I survey the scene and move myself into position next to the closest velociraptor?
Yes. That will leave the front. Okay.
All right.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and toss Esmeralda into there and see if she can't do it on her own.
Flying sword out.
All right. Slash him up, Ezzy. Let's see. Oh, crit fail. Sweet.
All right, let's miss. Firebrand. You're on mute, bud.